The Bunnings NPC final for 2025 is underway in Christchurch. Oh, and it bounces inside of Otago's 22. Jona Nareki just watched it, but it will be the early defensive line-out for the visitors.
Oh, that wind's tricky right there. Some of the things they have to contend with is this noise. It is absolutely deafening here.
Nick Sushon, who started the season with Southland, sends in. The ball is won by Oliver Haig. And so Otago through Christian Leo Willie. No one has carried the ball more in the NPC this season. Back for Miller. He's got that big win behind him, Cameron Miller. And he does relieve some early pressure. And it will be field position for Canterbury early on here. Brodie McAlister, an All Black debut this season. No George Bell this afternoon. No Sam Darry for Marty Burke. What a man, though, to inject in the Canterbury front row. Up goes Liam Jack. He just juggled. It is there, though, for Canterbury. 12 metres inside of Otago's half. As Louie Chapman works it away again. Otago on the defence early. Sushon asking the question of James Dolman, but Canterbury again this time looked out the short side. Dallas McLeod going to shuffle on his feet. There it goes again. Canterbury carrying strongly in the opening couple of minutes. Away it goes again for Christie. Christian Leo Willie makes the tackle.
Advantage, it was offside.
And they've got a penalty advantage. Offside is the call against Otago. Joe Fiaki is well and truly wrapped up. But an early chance here. Otago offside and Canterbury a chance at some points.
Really nice feel-out period here for Canterbury. Moved the ball in different areas. They dented the inside channels. Then they decided to go a little bit wider, just testing the Otago defence, and then they got someone just shooting out of line a little bit early.
Yeah, clearly.
This decision doesn't surprise me at all. The conditions are so tough. That breeze that they're playing to, going from left to right, would make any attempt at goal difficult. He's driven this one low and hard to get the distance, but it hasn't gone as far as he would have wanted, much to the pleasure of the Otago fans. You just heard their screaming.
Down the back it goes. They try and send up Gallagher. It falls there, though, for Canterbury and Brodie McAlister. So Louie Chapman looks away again, getting set up. Canterbury 30 metres out from Otago's line. There's Andrew Newstub. Takes it down. Chapman away again. Penalty this time, Otago.
Lucas Casey, he's had a tremendous season. Man from Kitty Kitty, getting over the ball, just got a little bit separated there, and the number 7 was quick, sharp onto it.
Oh, what a kick that is too, with the wind behind him, Cameron Miller.
There it is here. Just got right on the ball, and this wind, it's crucial. It's first opportunity of Otago. Get inside, Canterbury half.
Sushon, plenty of support in the crowd for the blue and gold. Up goes Will Stoddart, Otago's forward of the year. Bashing forward this time, Thomas Umaga-Jensen. Way it comes for Will Tucker, the man who started in Canterbury. Leo Willie for Pledger. Pledger trying to step his way around Canterbury's defence.
He's won the ball and then won back.
Otago through Umaga-Jensen. What a start for the blue and gold.
First opportunity inside the half, they make them pay. And it was the brilliant work of the offloads. It was Tucker initially, and then Christian Leo Willie was the guy. First things first, they got the line out right. Really good set piece. Dented the line. Here it is, here's that offload. Took players in, a couple of them, another one as well. Pledger had an opportunity. Didn't quite have the support he needed, but he stayed patient. That was key. As they ripped out, whilst it went relatively slow, have a look at the work of Umaga-Jensen, outstanding.
No other team offloads more than Otago in this competition, and that's on Canterbury for not doing their homework, for not wrapping up the arms in those tackles. The support play was excellent, and the crowd erupted.
6th try for Thomas Umaga-Jensen. None bigger for him in an Otago jersey. Cameron Miller is on target early. Now he's heading to Japan at the end of the season, Thomas Umaga-Jensen. But for so long, when he's been fit and available, this is what we've become used to. And the Mornington Tap House in Dunedin on their feet.
Marcus just confirmed that.
6th and last season in Otago for Thomas Umaga-Jensen as well, and his 30th game, so how good would it be for him to leave New Zealand shores with a win?
What a hand this young man had in the try too. No one has assisted more in tries this season. Dylan Pledger, that's his 24th in fact, try involvement.
Yeah.
To go along with his 8 tries.
Come on.
For Otago. Used up the restart again, is untidy. And it falls there for Canterbury, and Jack will play it away. Ennor looking to shift it quickly. Natunani Puriwai, so dangerous. And he takes play for Canterbury to the 22. Chapman for Newstub. Again they go to work, driven down Brewis. Newstub looking for a player to run hard at the line. He finds one in Hannah. Gardner puts his hand up and his head down. Going low to make the tackle is Tucker. Way for Ennor. A standing start. Good leg drive, though, from Braydon Ennor, the 9-test All Black. Deservedly got that call up to the All Blacks 15. In midfield again today with another former All Black in Dallas McLeod. Now Puniwai again. Low tackle made Sushon. It's bunched in centre field. At the moment, though, breaking through beautifully, Hannah! Striding into the 22, looking to link up. Chapman down. Here come Canterbury. Dallas McLeod picks and goes.
Step, three.
What a break from Jamie Hannah.
Advantage.
He puts Canterbury right on the front foot. They've got a penalty advantage. Christie has a pick. Brewis now, hands on the ball. Liam Jack.
Now release. Step, Blue.
The man who started at Hannah inside the 5-metre zone, Otago. Canterbury under penalty advantage.
Step. New advantage.
There's another advantage. Trying to test and crack the Otago line early.
Yep.
Hannah again, hands on it, they'll try and drive Hannah through. But Christie's right there. Tom Christie! Right on the line, Canterbury. Very close, try scored! I think it might be Dallas McLeod. It is too.
I'll tell you, this final is absolutely living up to its expectation. It was Hannah that made the immediate break. Have a look at this, punches the line nicely. And he gets tackled, this good scramble D. This is a key part, keeping the ball alive. It was McAlister as they roll up. Is there any team that does this better? Nice and patient. Watch McLeod, he's rather upright, but he gets him down over the line and he responds.
There's no better team in the competition than Canterbury at recycling and resetting. Every time someone's in a ruck, you can see already the pods are set left and right. It just means that Otago defence has to spread, and then on the line, the pick and go work is excellent. They get their bodies low, they recycle, they protect the ball, and they come up with dividends with a try.
Third try in the final series for Dallas McLeod. Shea Fihaki into the breeze. Going to try and curl it round. It'll stay right, but Canterbury off of the break from Jamie Hanna, score in the corner through Dallas McLeod.
He still had a lot of work to do, didn't he, McLeod? And the fight to get over that line, that was working.
Okay, keep them behind, drop behind the line.
Miller again, down as far as Puniwai.
And last feet, use the ball.
And McAlister takes it down just outside of the 22.
And use it. Last feet.
The feet of Don Gardner now. Louie Chapman. As Caterpillars it back, sends it high, holding up in the breeze, but Gilbert does well. Sam Gilbert. Christian Leowilli, deep ball this time. Jona Nareki. We're going to try and set Lucas Casey alight. Excellent run from the open side.
That was good, first man.
Yeah, over the ball. Canterbury, Otago though, have it again as Josh Timu crashes his way up inside of the 22. Pledger looks away, short side this time. Gilbert up in the line. Pledger again, Sushon wanting his hands on the ball. Well driven back, well met. Calder in there for Canterbury, little short pass. Pledger for Leowilli. Again, crashing up inside of Canterbury's red zone. Now the hooker again, another involvement for Nick Sushon. Pledger looks for a snipe off ruck. Tucker cut down. And Otago playing with some real pace here. Stoddart taking in the tackle of Jamie Hanna. Leowilli looking to try and punch away through again. Now Casey, short ball for Haig.
The man's here too.
Abram Pollock and Otago.
Step.
Go to work again. Pledger, Gilbert first receiver. There it is, Stoddart again. A little bit isolated. McLeod had a crack at the pill, but once more Tucker has it.
No.
An area they've been so effective this year, the Crusaders turnover ball. But Otago getting cleaners at the ruck in numbers. Protecting it well at the moment.
Now release it, don't come in 7. Thank you.
Pledger and Canterbury's defence holding up. Otago, they're going to find a way through. A little crack. Miller, a little deeper. Umaga-Jensen, they read it well, did Canterbury's defence. Puniwai in there, trying to hold him up for a turnover. Tackle's been made though.
Thank you.
And so they've been driven outside of the 22. Excellent defence from Canterbury. Pledger now for Jona Nareki. Trying to split away through. Can't get through McLeod. And Tom Christie.
Don't hold him in.
17, 18 phases for Otago. Resolute Canterbury defence. Now Pledger again looking to play with a bit of pace here. Timu frees the pass for Broomfield. They'll try and show him this near touch through Braydon Ennor. 20 phases for Otago, but still this red and black wall holds. Tucker try and get over the ball in the form of Brewers Canterbury. Now Cam Miller's absolutely hammered. Jamie Hanna coming in. They're going to take a flat ball as Timu, and he's well driven back. The crowd in full voice. Relentless attack meets immovable defence. Pledger again, short side is the option for Nareki. Trying to flick it offload. Miller thought he might have lost it in contact. Cam Miller, James Dolman sees possession, still Otago, 26 phases, and eventually the kick comes through from Pledger, chasing Umaga-Jensen. Tried everything, but you have Mills Molina to tip your hat to Canterbury's defence.
Oh man, they just muscled up, didn't they? And Pledger understood that no one in behind, it hasn't been for a long time. And this ball almost it did. It just needed a break right. Umaga-Jensen tried his best, but the Canterbury defence. I tell you, it is connected, Taylor.
Oh, they're winning the collision area every single time, and it just means they're on the front foot, and Otago have that extra step they have to take. They've got the best defence in the competition. You've touched on it plenty of times. I mean, 59% of opposition carries are tackled behind the gain line. That's more than 50%. That's insane. They are so good at getting up there, and at the moment, I think Otago, they just need to vary up their attack. They probably need to push the pass a little bit more because those one-off carries are not beating the defenders.
Yeah, and I think that was evident too. PJ understood there's no one in behind. They're sending all 14 men, albeit Fihaki at the back. There's opportunity there, and it almost paid off. Some of this tackling, innovation. Also, you get the sense too that Otago are wanting to try and offload, but they're fairly patient at the same time, recycling that ball.
They've looked their best when they're in broken play, right? When the Canterbury defence isn't set, when they can attack on those shoulders and try and get wide.
Right.
Just time off at the moment.
I'm going to go blow time back on.
You can see Dallas McAlister back up onto his feet. Heavily strapped though.
Let's go now.
Here it is for Christian Leo Willie, and Otago straight back into it. Energy sapping stuff in these conditions.
Pull away.
Beautiful spring afternoon for finals footy. Here comes again Otago looking for a bit of width this time. Miller starts to try and step back in, making the tackle is Tom Christie.
Hughes.
Only player to make 200 in a season. Tom Christie breaking his own record again. What an offload that is for Rowan Wingham. Jona Nareki, always so heavily involved off his wing. Now Tucker gets through. Tucker taken down inside the 22 by Chapman. Here comes Umaga-Jensen, threads a kick through and making the pickup in the backfield is new stuff, but excellent follow-up. Excellent work by Thomas Umaga-Jensen. He did it all. And the Otago fans on their feet.
I tell you, you take it right back because you talk about that offloading game. It was Will Tucker.
15 Seals under pressure.
He had a couple of really nice touches, did the big fella. Got his arms around the corner, offload, that set off someone, and then he got involved once again. Umaga-Jensen got the ball, and that's that momentum they got, and he recognised that Umaga-Jensen, just a little wee grubber, and he absolutely hammered Newstump.
He's been immense. He has been immense when available. He's had his injury frustrations over the years. Thomas Umaga-Jensen, but proving right there in that passage what a quality player he is. They win the ball. Leo Willie and Otago get a roll on it, goes down. They've got an advantage. Canterbury ping for bringing it down. Umaga-Jensen trying to spin, uses strength. Pledger looks away for Ollie Haig, trying to bulldoze his way through.
Over the top.
Another advantage. Canterbury have to be careful here. Out it comes. And close look at James Dolman.
Do you want the penalty here or over there?
Well, they're going to have two spots to pick from Otago. But Mills, they're going to have to be careful. Canterbury have defended well, but these zones, these areas, are going to afford to give too many away.
You're right. Discipline becomes the issue. They've been connected. Tom Christie just asking that. How much points is this win worth is what Otago will be thinking to themselves. They're going to take the scrum option.
All right, guys, let's begin the process.
I like it. First scrum of the game, and it's a prime opportunity. You know how hard it is being a back Mills to defend in a 5-metre scrum. You've got options left and right, and the playmakers in this Otago team. I mean, you could go 8 off the back with Leo Willie. You've got Umaga-Jensen, who's guaranteed to take a couple of defenders with him, but getting it out wide to someone like Nareki would be special. Very hard to defend.
Totally agree with you. I think Leo Willie's the guy. Can he come off the back there and get some solid ball?
Leo Willie, hands on it, short odds here, Christian Leo Willie. Casey! Who else? Shield game in round 8 with a pair, and he's got one in the big dance in 25.
Oh, too right he has. And it was the guy on screen right now, Leo Willie. He would have been quite surprised they left an opening for him. He goes short, but have a look at Casey. As the defence folds round, there's a nice little wee hole in there under the post. He goes.
Louie Chapman there, just guilty of going too far over to that right-hand side, leaving space for Leo Willie and Lucas Casey. I mean, 9 tries this year. That is a breakout season if I've ever seen.
Cameron Miller sends it through. Lucas Casey, as Taylor said, a 9th try for the 22-year-old out of Kirikiri. The man from the far north is quickly becoming a cult hero in the deep south. Off we go again. They're just bobbling the ball. Oliver Haig managing to take it for Otago, just outside.
Don't compete.
Of his 22.
He's trying to roll, you're pushing in. Hey, stop trapping him in there. Use the ball.
And Otago told to get on with it. Here is Pleja. Sends it high, Nareki looks to try and chase through. Ball is loose. Here though for Manasa Mataele. Backwards is the call though. Otago pleading for an infringement and a penalty, but none forthcoming as Louie Chapman goes for Mataele. Gets rid of the first attempted tackle by Josh Timu. They come again. Taken down is Jamie Hanna. New stub. Looks away this time for, there's Liam Jack. Braydon Ennor coming at the line flat, taken in the low tackle of Rowan Wingham. Over the ball, Otago. They win the turnover. Huge floated pass as Miller looks to make the most of the win. And it's got plenty on this one, and it might go too far, it will. But always the danger, trying to exploit and use the wind to your advantage. He's had an excellent season, but just slightly overcooked from Cam Miller.
He knew it too. He just tapped it, and this is the strength of that wind. Is that turnover? Sushant gets right over the ball. He went back deep to Miller. Just watch this. He didn't overcook things, but far out, that wind absolutely took it.
Would have liked to have seen him put that through their hands too, because you actually look at the Canterbury players that were there. He had type 5 players in front of him and he had backs to his left, so probably could have chanced their arm just having a run and trying to get on the outside of those defenders. Nonetheless, we come all the way back for the scrum.
Yeah, I understand. But I'll be slow so you can get that. I won't call set until I see it. Let's bind up.
First finals match between these two teams since 2007, the quarter-final. They played that semi in 05 when Otago went through to the final. And 2001, the final at Jade Stadium. And Canterbury the penalty.
I need it out.
It's one area where Canterbury are fairly strong, aren't they? Just trying to win some of that momentum back. Control the pace of this game.
Andrew Newstup, just his 20th game for Canterbury since debuting in 2020. Of course, a decorated All Black Sevens player over the years, a champion, and driving Canterbury just outside of Otago's 22. And it goes. Zach Gallagher wins the ball for Canterbury. Now Christie picked up and carried forward. Gardner again. Gallagher looks to get his hands on it. Christie waits. That first receiver tries to drive his way into the 22. Wrapping around the corner was Gardner.
You're the only body there. It's
there for Brewis, who pinches a metre or two.
Advantage 13 offside.
Now Braydon Ennor have got an advantage. Canterbury, Otago offside. So McLeod will pick it up and have a crack himself. He scored one already Now Christie taken down front on by Umaga-Jensen. Penalty advantage here for Canterbury as Jack goes for a snipe. Chapman away it goes for Fihaki, taken in the tackle of Broomfield.
Let go!
And who tried to crack the Canterbury squad, came further south for opportunities and found one with Otago at the penalty for Canterbury. And so, as they did after the opening try, looking to respond immediately.
So it'll be an official warning, okay, because the first time you were down here, there's several offsides. We've come back down here the second time and then there's offsides again. So you need to take a step, otherwise somebody sits down and offsides.
They're just so efficient, aren't they, Canterbury, when they get down this end? Now Otago have had the warning.
Okay.
Just the outside backs.
Offside.
Timu. Sorry, Josh, should I say?
His father, John, scored 9 tries in that 91 season when Otago won their first title. Josh, a product of John McGlashan College in Dunedin. His father, John, played 100 games for Otago, 69 tries in 26 test matches. An entertainer, so too his son, young Josh Timu. Canterbury win it at the front. They go to work again. Brodie McAlister driving him to the line. McAlister scores! Canterbury's second.
Oh, it had to come, really, didn't it? That's it, controlling the momentum and the tempo of the game. Prepared to roll their sleeves up, find a penalty, go to the corner and do what they do best. And look at that rolling maul. Set up nicely, look at that, right to the back. Christie was involved. Here comes McAlister. And this is where they start to shift. Goes right and then it shifts back round to that left-hand side. They find a seam and over he goes.
It's also that hesitance as well in the Otago defence. They're being that extra bit careful. They're under an official warning. They didn't want to infringe. And so that meant that Brodie McAlister was able to go through relatively unchallenged.
Shea Fihaki is the first one away, dealing with this strong breeze coming through from left to right. And this time starts at left again. And once more, the same result for Shea Fihaki. Thought he'd adjusted that one. Lovely strike, but just away to the right. So 14 plays 10, 2 tries apiece at the moment. It's the 2 conversions off the tee from Cameron Miller that is the difference in the grand final.
Keep an eye on Oliver Haig too. He was down for a long time. They've just strapped up his ankle, but he is limping around, not looking good.
Thank you, Taylor. They do, of course, have Josefa Tamani, the Fijian Drought. What a dynamic player he is. Otago off the bench. Big carry for Don Gardner.
Hughes taken back in.
A little slow to get up, Jay Broomfield. Taking the full brunt of that carry is Chapman. This one holding up again. Bounce will be interesting here. Sushon wants it. It's just a collision of bodies. And doesn't appear to be in a great way too. Back on his feet, though, good to see.
But their last in possession, take time because there's a head clash.
And it will be a scrum to Otago. Just took a knock there, Sushon. What a story for this man. Debut for Canterbury. Nick Sushon in 2018 against Otago. And as I said, started the season with Southland. Did play for the Blue and Gold in 2019, but he's come back and here he is. Here he is at a grand final.
Yeah, they had that injury to Henry Bell, didn't they? And then their development player, Heath McEwen, was also injured, so they put up the SOS, and they did actually want Jack Taylor, because Harry Taylor, his brother, is sitting on the bench for Otago, but it was Nick Sushon, who was an Otago man previously, as you mentioned, who answered the call. I've been told that Jack Taylor couldn't stomach putting one of those jerseys on.
Great Southern man, isn't he? Gee, Jack Taylor.
How good is this, Mills? As I said, Viking memories of the good old days of provincial rugby, but they're back well and truly here in New Zealand.
Oh, it certainly is. I mean, the noise as both teams came out. You're downstairs, Taylor. It's been a heck of a game so far. This crowd is right in behind it.
Well, and you can tell it's really buoying the players on too. I mean, the benches are looking back, smiling back at the fans, and because we're so nice and close to the field, the players on the team can hear everything people are saying. It's fantastic.
Canterbury looking to try and get the ball free. They do it, just putting it down. Gardner done the first job. And given the noise out of this stand in front of commentary here, there is plenty of Otago fans letting him know about it.
Just trying to get his arms free here. Gardner, the little guy, getting him away. Really good fight there from Pleasure to stay in it.
Just don't step out, stay push straight.
Plenty of Otago fans are here today. Many of them young and old. Great to see the people at Mornington there supporting. But how about this team? 14 of the matchday 23 for Otago weren't even born the last time they won the NPC, including Captain Sam Gilbert. So there's a lot of young fans here who have never been alive to see Otago winning the NPC. So wouldn't that be something?
It's been a generation, that is for sure.
Come up. Come up.
Well, Sam Gilbert, what a special occasion this is for the man who debuted for Canterbury back in 2019 out of St Andrews College. And he's off to Connacht in Ireland at the end of the season, his final game in that jersey. And what a player he has been. What a game driver he's been for Mark Brown this season. The luxury of having an informed Cameron Miller, Dylan Pleasure, but this man is going to be such an asset for Connacht in Ireland.
Quick reset. Crouch! Far side, guys.
Still 12 minutes to play. And he wants a chat here.
Guys, I just had a word this side. and then I look up and you're already pre-engaged. Okay? We need to have the gap. All right? I'll pull time back on when we're ready to go, but boys, we've got to get this right. All that I need to see for that is I need you to not rock forward. Okay, keep your
You can see just how strong Otago have been this season. And that's part of the game. Excellent start for them, 2 tries, but this is really Mills when they've hit their stride this season.
Yeah, they have. They've been so connected. You spoke about it before. With Gilbert, Ken Miller in there. Leo Willie as well. They're leading the charge. Some real good experience amongst their group right across the board.
If the ball's at his feet, it is. If it's in under the locks, it's not out.
Now the good old-fashioned Mexican wave is back, making its way around Apollo Project's first time that this ground is sold out for an NPC game and its final game of footy before the move to the new stadium next year. Pleasure this time. Otago do manage to get the ball away at scrum time. Umaga-Jensen once more a real handful for Canterbury's defence. Playing this flat ball beautifully, Otago. Gilbert to the line. Oh, Lucas Casey this time. Oh, one each way. The pressure. Perhaps Mills of finals rugby thinking what you might want to do next.
Oh, yeah, he did. He looked up. There was an opportunity. He had some lower numbers in front of him and he was just looking to try and connect with the outside guys. But it was just that. Look, there it is there. He's just thinking.
How's that wind down there now, Taylor?
Look, it comes and goes. It's still going quite strongly at the moment from left to right, but it bursts every single time. You can see there just how strong it is. And I don't know if Otago will be pleased with the advantage that they do have by 4 points, considering the strength of that win. They probably want to bank at least a couple more tries and stay down this end of the field.
Play the ball.
Well, they had an advantage in round 8, Canterbury in the Ranfurly Shield game at the split. Otago with the comeback. At the moment, a 4-point buffer. I'd love to add to that here.
It's good contest.
Big contact, physical contact. In the opening 29 minutes, as he tries to get through them, Fiaki does. Links up to with Louie Chapman. as Braydon Ennor arrives to pick and go. Short side option for Ngatunani. Punivai comes off his left wing. New stop for Christie. He's well met. Head on at the pass run. Wing him in there with Abram Pole. A flat ball and taken down Calder in the tackle. Chapman. Again, Fihaki out the back it comes. You heard the call. New stop tried to float the pass to Dallas McLeod, but there's a slight touch in there. Otago trying to read it.
Yeah, just trying to get to that outside channels. There it is. Infield, he just got in front of that ball, but it's so hard to exit out of their own half with that wind. Where they're getting some play is out wide. Fihaki and co. Someone just biting in and getting in the outside channels.
Just tell me what I'm saying. Let's go.
Game's also become a little bit stop-start, and then that opening 20 minutes, it was high tempo, both teams wanting to play on top of each other, and I just think a little bit of fatigue is creeping into it as well. They're not going as hard as they were before, so hopefully now they've had some time just to connect and figure out their next move. And you're right, it's the territory game that they're really struggling with, and that is where head coach of Otago, Mark Brown, said the game will be won and lost, and that's with the territory battle with this wind.
Set.
Chapman feeds steady for Canterbury. Try and get a push on here, they do too. Told to play the ball, looking for a penalty, Canterbury. But charging onto it was Punivai again. Way it comes for Ennor. And new stuff, just trying to step around the tackle of Umaga-Jensen, can't do it. They're just on their side of halfway for Christie. Looking to play deeper again, Fihaki. They understand the threat he poses from fullback. Otago, Manasa Mataele, all of his experience. Strong on his feet, gets through Pledger. And Louie Chapman and Jay Broomfield just doing the waltz. As it's sent back in field again. Mataele, again, aggressive defence. Front on from Umaga-Jensen. Otago trying to get over the ball, told to leave Will Tucker. Out it comes once more for Mataele. Chapman has Canterbury a little bit static that time, allowing Otago to organise themselves defensively. East up as some cleaners arrive in support. There it is, Punivai again with another touch. Phases building for Canterbury. Fihaki, Mataele tries to get his way around Wingham. Canterbury looking dangerous again. McLeod, though, just can't hold on to the ball. It was building, it was promising, but in the end, it's been lost forward.
Tell you, Mataele's had some really strong carries and just coming to that left-hand side. Obviously feel there's an opportunity there to Canterbury, but there was the offload. It was Gallagher, I think it was. Mataele initially there, that was one around the corner. McLeod just couldn't hold on.
Probably a bit fortunate there as well for the Otago team. Their line speed just was a little bit too slow. There was a couple instances there where Chapman was able to pick up the ball, track across, and then get the pass away. So just need to increase that line speed a little bit more and confuse the space for this Canterbury team. But you're right, Mills, they're starting to see some space on this left-hand side, on the short side. And Mataele, well, he's running like a guy who's been starved of the ball.
Time back
Less
on.
than 7 minutes to go.
Lost forward by red, blue ball.
And this is what Canterbury will do. Otago will know that in the second half. They will pin you down your own end and just keep the ball in hand and be nice and patient about it. So 4 points isn't enough.
What an excellent season Will Stoddard's had for Otago in the number 6 jersey.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Well, this time Dolman doesn't muck around the penalty for Otago.
Feet up more. Okay.
Gave him an opportunity, the last set piece, to try and work things out, but the time he
Chase your feet up.
awards the penalty and a chance for Cameron Miller. With around 5.5 to play in this first half to try and use the wind to his advantage.
Keep coming.
To the front, Otago going. Stoddart.
Let it come, Red, let it come.
Pledger
Your own man in there.
looks to try and clear the ball away for Haig. He does too. Canterbury up very quickly.
Stay out now, Red. Use
On
the
Ollie
ball.
Haig.
Last feet.
Pledger sends it skyward. Broomfield chasing through. He's got all the footwork though, does Andrew Newstab in the world. He gets around the right wing, lays it back, has Chapman. And Canterbury will go to work through Calder.
Use it.
Tucker trying to charge the ball down. There it is, sitting up
Backwards by Blue.
for Canterbury in the end. Has just come forward off Braydon Ennor. Trying to use that kick to their advantage again, just holding up in the wind, making it difficult for Otago to field. But they will have another scrum.
I think it was backwards by Blue.
It's not a bad option, is it?
Yeah, but
Because you're putting it up in the air,
I just need his feet up
the wind's
underneath
coming
him.
back towards you. It's so hard when you're in the backfield to actually try and chase that. And
Right, let's go.
sometimes you over chase it, sometimes you just can't
Let's
quite.
go, guys. We've got to get this right.
Pick
So
it off.
Keep it up, feet up underneath us, elbows out.
See the
I'll watch that. If you
2022
guys win the hit,
final
bring your feet
there.
up underneath you quickly.
There was 10 players in this 23 for Canterbury who were playing in that game and tasted defeat. They want to go one better and get the win here today. This Otago team, I'd just love to see them run it and come down the short side where they've got Broomfield and Gilbert waiting.
Again, another penalty the way of Otago. It's the 5th against Canterbury.
Tight head.
I think most importantly, when you're just about to head into the break, it's at scrum time as well. They're really starting to try and get parity there, Otago at their set piece time.
Great scrum here from Rowan Wingham. Excellent stuff. I mean, he's replaced Solomau, who was injured earlier this year. He was a 2023 Otago Rookie of the Year. Last year he was tossed between loose head and tight head. This time he's able to focus on tight head and he's doing a sublime job.
Haig the take for Otago at the front now. Miller again looking to try and get Umaga-Jensen involved. Trying to go over the ball. Punivai for Canterbury as Stoddart plays the ball at the back for Souchon.
Oh, it's fine. He's on the shoulder first.
Tucker puts his hand up for a carry. Will Tucker. They'll just try and edge their way forward here, Otago. And stretch that half-time advantage because Canterbury will have the wind at their backs in the second half. Casey, at the back it goes again. Gilbert, lovely hands from Otago. A bit of finesse to it, power from Christian Leo Willie. Oh, charging on is Tucker. Good tackle front on, made by Fihaki Souchon though. Tried to hook the ball round the corner. Takes contact as Casey carries forward again. Pledger. Otago are just passing the ball, ripped away though nicely from Mataele. Leo Willie almost went the way of Canterbury. Oh, Dylan Pledger wasn't expecting that. Straight into his face. And even given the season he's had, he couldn't reel that one in.
Hard one to catch, just wasn't quite expecting it. And a wee offload, but then offload game working nicely once again.
Otago look their best when they're having lightning quick ball from the back of the ruck. In that instance, they just started to slow things down and allowed that Canterbury defence to set, so they really need to play on top of them. We know that is the best defence in the competition. As you know, we've run out of superlatives to describe Pledger. 15 try assists this year, outstanding career.
Well, uncharted territory for Canterbury as well, as Taylor said. last two final appearances against Wellington 2022, Auckland 2018. And only a few players involved in that 2017 success. They hit the penalty, and a welcome one too. 20 seconds remaining.
Well done. Guys, I'm seeing it, elbows down, okay? We got to get it right. I'm not just going to reset all day. Better picture for me there, okay?
I like this from James Dolman. I like that we're not having lots of resets. We've had penalties go either way. He's just blowing it up as he sees it, and we're getting a faster game. Yes, we're having lots of scrums because of the errors, but I love that we're not resetting.
They have a great record, Canterbury, in home finals. They've won 9 of 11 home finals. So hard to beat in Christchurch. And the ball is jacked for Canterbury, and the captain, Tom Christie, says that'll do. Half-time in the Bunnings NPC final for 2025. 2 tries apiece. It's Otago with their noses in front by 14 points to 10. Well, this is a moment that plenty of people have been looking forward to. The annual mascot race. Markle the Shark. Leo the Lion. Larry the Lamb from Canterbury. Here's Swamp Fox from Thames Valley. Steely Dan. Barry the Butcher from Wanganui, the defending champion. And away we go in the mascot race for 2025. Larry the Lamb streaking away. Oh, he's got a clean pair of heels. Larry the Lamb in a canter. Oh dear, he's done a hammy too. Get the ice. Mills Molina does not look good, does it? Larry the Lamb, but what a turn of pace. Get him on the field in that second half.
I'll tell you what, he started pretty slow, didn't he? But then he got into his stride. There's a couple of early jumpers there. Watch him come through. Look at that. What a stride.
Once he was away, clear of Tim and Roo from South Canterbury. The Lamb. They couldn't catch him. Where were the sheepdogs when you needed them? Well, is that an omen for the second half? We will see. Back on the other side here at Apollo Projects. Larry the Lamb's happy. Will Canterbury fans be after this second half? 14-10, Otago in front. So Will Tucker waits. Otago, the 4-point advantage. Now Canterbury with the win behind them. There's Cameron Miller. Gets the second 40 underway in Christchurch.
Use it!
Up it goes, Chapman. And already you can see the purchase he got on that box kick. There though for Miller, plenty of time to calculate his run back into Canterbury traffic. Gilbert. Take it down, good tackle on him, mate, by Chapman. Pledger looking for a carry again, directing the troops.
Please don't push me.
With authority again this afternoon.
Use the ball.
Young Dylan Pledger. It's a bit of distance on this one. Holding up, though, again in the breeze, though, does well. Jay Broomfield to try and keep it alive. Chapman's there. He was falling, so no high tackle advantage coming for Canterbury. They do have the ball, though, through Brodie McAlister at the base. Now Christie.
Use the ball.
Goes high again. Chapman, players will chase through. Oh, brilliantly done. Punivai so good in that part of the game. Away it goes quickly. Gardner smashing onto it. Just shy of the 22. Away comes New Stub. Now Braydon Ennor. He's got Fihaki with him. Shea Fihaki, good tackle, Timu. Ball comes loose. And taking a close look at Dolman here. Play on is the call. So Finlay Brewis does. Loose out the back, passed away for Seb Calder. Now Christie again, making the tackle low run winger. Clean as a rye for Canterbury. Looking to play with tempo, but once more, just another handling error for Canterbury. That's their 4th of this final. A wry smile from Braydon Ennor, and a bit of feeling too between these two great rivals.
Time's off.
Oh, there's always a bit of good feeling in there, isn't there? Good way to come out of the break, but Oliver Haig was the guy. He just put enough pressure on that ruck just to slow it down, stop some of that momentum. And as Chapman picked it up, just a little bit flat-footed, and also
because they've also been doing on that same
got a bit of heat.
So I'm going to have a word to both. But that ends now.
Well, off camera beforehand, it was Sam Gilbert and Dallas McLeod just having a bit of a go at each other.
I just had a word to Tom
referee had to come in and intervene.
But in the same phase of play, you're involved in a wrestle as well, okay? Sam, take the message, leave the play away, okay?
Dolman laying down the law, as you heard there, but yeah, Sam Gilbert was the one involved earlier. But just a change that happened at half-time. Liam Coltman on for his 104th game, the latest Centurion for Otago. He comes on for Nick Souchon.
Well, Liam Coltman, have got a couple of players heading off Otago at the end of the season, but this man's coming back for another crack next year. Debut in 2010, Liam Coltman. As Taylor said, game number 104. He's been there in the tough times. He's been on the rise too in the blue and gold jersey.
Set! Stay here, 9.
Canterbury, a loose head and feed. Away it comes, Manasa Mataele. Looking to get over the ball. Casey was quickly there for a fetch. But Canterbury maintained possession. Dylan Pidgeot trying to rip the ball away. Goes in again.
Hands away.
It's an area of the game Canterbury have enjoyed great success this year at the ruck. Their speed, their presence there, really fueling their attack. They've met some staunch defence by Otago, as they did in round 8 again this afternoon in this final. Oh, just a little fumble. Chapman, and they cart it forward again inside of the 22. Halfback looks away, cut out pass. New stuff, Fihaki, Punivai. Good front on defence. Made on Nani, Punivai by Gilbert. And over the ball, well, not for the first time this season. This man has been so busy off his wing, and it's another turnover for Jona Nareki.
And just stopped that threat, didn't he? Jona Nareki understood that. They were under pressure. It was the tackle of their captain, Sam Gilbert, that was the one, because it needed to happen, and he dominated it, which allowed Jona to get over that ball.
The work off the ball that he has been doing there has been incredible. Just during that phase of play earlier, he was running from left to right, trying to cover in that backfield. Otago were actually zero rucking in that phase, and then he made the right choice at the right time to get in over that ball. That is his 10th turnover for the year. Forget the loose forwards. This guy has the most turnovers for this Otago team. Pick the right moment. Magic.
Ollie Haig trying to get it all. Otago untidy at line-out time. Canterbury will look to punish them. The floated pass, the ball inside. Brilliant from Canterbury. Mataele scores! Vintage Canterbury. And they take the lead in the final.
And if there's one man that deserves a try today is this man, Manasa Mataele, because he has been active. He came off a mistake at line-out time from Otago, and this is where the awareness comes. It was Christie. He understood it's got to go wide. Nice into play there for the midfield combination. Mataele just to beat Gilbert, and that he did.
Brilliant decision-making and option-taking from both teams. That pass there could have gone right. Jona Nareki had to make that tackle, and then that left Mataele wide open out there, and he's a class finisher. We've seen him do it in plenty of jerseys. Chiefs, Crusaders, Force for Fiji. We know he can finish tries, and what a moment to score and take the lead.
Two away for Shofihaki this afternoon to make it a 3-point advantage for Canterbury. Looks good. Is good. Fihaki converts the try to Manasa Mataele, the man who made his debut for Taranaki back in 2016. As Taylor said, he has been around a long time, but class is permanent, and that's a classy finish. Just holding up in the breeze. Miller, the restart, the take Gardner.
Use it.
McAlister lays it
Use
back.
it. 5 blue.
It's a part of the game where Canterbury, it's so adept over the years at getting organised, settling into a rhythm. That's a lovely take. Sam Gilbert under some pressure. Players coming through. So Otago just on their side of halfway through Haig. Good contact again. Gardner making the hit front on. Now a little chip through, trying to field the ball. It was Nareki off of Cam Miller. Dallas McLeod getting through. Brilliant break. Tries to link up. He only passes it to Nareki, who does well. The presence of mind to leave the ball.
Use it.
And play it again. Lays it back for Pledger. A near thing once more for Otago. Canterbury
Use it.
looking to go back to back. Now Pledger sends it skyward again. Lovely take. Low from Shofihaki. They're going to try and exploit them down the short side. He's done brilliantly. Louie Chapman. Mataele's there. Offloads the ball for Gallagher. Centre field 22 options for Canterbury. They're up quickly on Shofihaki. This game has suddenly risen in tempo. Christie now taken down by Cam Miller.
Use!
Otago's turn to make plenty of tackles inside the red zone again. What about the ball? Back in field, and all Abram Pole has it.
Use it!
Almost came off for Canterbury down the blind again.
Okay, open up.
They'll look to scramble here, the visitors.
Use the ball.
Pledger tries to send it as far as he can, holding up in that wind. But Canterbury also close to snatching another.
Gee, I tell you, Chapman, you just seen there was a couple of low numbers on that blind side, really exploited that. But this game, you said it, Jeff, that tempo has just gone up another level. How about this? Oh.
Liam Jack almost came off. Out of the take for Canterbury. Otago having to defend again, trying to get over the ball. Umaga-Jensen had a hand on it. Now it's there for Gallagher. Chapman away again, quick hands once more for Canterbury. Jack has it, taken down by Leo Willie. Trying to drive through Dom Gardner. 10 metres, 11 metres shy of Otago's line. Over the ball, Jay Broomfield, but clean has arrived for Canterbury. Got a good chunk of that, Otago. Told to leave though, away it comes for Newstub. Now McLeod, Dallas McLeod, so hard to put away. Canterbury again, McAlister directing the tight forwards. Liam Jack has his hands on it. Try and drive the young man to ground. Jamie Hanna going to wade through Otago again. Calder picks it up. Has a crack himself.
Last feet.
Gardner.
No, fire out! Well done, ball's there. Yeah, ball's out.
Lucas Casey trying to hold the man up. Get over the ball too. Lucas Casey's got a good piece of it. Told to leave though. Desperate defence, Otago on this right wing side. Gardner waits for Canterbury. They'll try and drive him to the line through McAlister. Tom Christie's there. Christie has a pick.
Last feet, don't come in.
Gallagher tries to pick away through Christian Leo Willie.
Now out, last feet.
Chapman looking to go wider this time. Braydon Ennor cut down, good tackle. Timu still here for Canterbury. Looking to shift it. Cam Miller, desperate defence on Fihaki. Wingham tries to get over the ball. Canterbury stretching again. Canterbury scored through Braydon Ennor.
Just quality, isn't it, from Canterbury? Too much pressure, the speed of the ruck, even when they're under pressure. The desperation from Otago. But as he folded round Braydon Ennor, it was all in front of him. McLeod, he's been dominant here. This is just what he likes. He's so powerful, ball in hand in those close quarters. They had to make a decision. Here it is here from Cam Miller, but they were short on numbers. Here's the recycling that I talked about before. It was so quick as they rolled around, too many numbers. Ennor goes over.
They just do so well to grind down teams, don't they? They pick and pick and pick. We had 17 phases or picks, and that drew in all the Otago defenders. They were all honeypotting around that ruck. They spun it wide. There was always numbers. And then these guys, they score through Braydon Ennor.
To make it a 10-point advantage. Fihaki does. Canterbury, 12 gone, second half, out to 24-14.
They talked about it at half-time, didn't they? They said control possession. How much do you want it? And that right now in this second half, that's what they're doing. They're controlling that position. They've got majority of it.
How important will those kicks be as well? I mean, Canterbury is sitting at the second worst with 61.8% kicking percentage, but Shea Fihaki has been on today, and that was the difference last time these two teams played.
Well, it was 24-12 to Canterbury at half-time last time here in round 8.
Use it.
And Otago came back with 4 second-half tries. And they're going to need to repeat the dose here. They've got an advantage too. That'll help. Sam Gilbert pleading for the penalty as Thomas Umaga-Jensen will look to try and play the advantage. Wingham swings it away. Otago again. Leo Willie this time trying to get through the Canterbury defence, and Hannah. Lovely ball, prop to prop, pull it to Wingham. And Pledger, there it is for Gilbert, floats the pass away to the right wing side. Broomfield will put a kick through into the wind, just bobbled, and the mark will be called by Shea Fihaki. Calling for an advantage. Otago screaming at James Dolman, where's the advantage?
Yeah, because you just looked at him, you didn't look at the ball. You just looked to just jump into him. Okay, let's go.
Well, they can certainly nudge the ball. Fihaki showed one from 70 metres in the final series, and he takes play just shy of the halfway line. Otago possession, and they'll have to strike soon, Mills.
Yeah, they do. 39% at the moment. Otago, they haven't had much of it.
Outside your half.
Still well and truly plenty of time left in the game.
Coltman to the front with Pledger.
No, it's just forward.
That was right there, but forward is the call.
It's not from the line out, it's a pass here from the 9, forward.
I've seen that work with Otago this season, under the roof in Dunedin. They've worked that play plenty of times in training. They're just not quite getting it right, Taylor.
No, real unfortunate as well, because that move was on. They did leave Coltman there. And there's some changes as well for this Otago team.
Okay, let's
Josh
go.
Fanga replaces Josh Timu, who obviously returned from injury to start this game and looking to be the first father-son duo to win an NPC title, sorry, if Otago get the win here. There was also a change earlier. Yoseva Tamani, he came on and replaced Oliver Haig, who succumbed to that right ankle injury.
Well, he's a dynamite player, Yoseva Tamani. No question. Josh Fanga, brilliantly talented. 24 minutes to manufacture something for Otago. Punivai on the charge at first receiver. Where it comes, Newstump, Fihaki flooding. A wide pass again, well fielded. Manasa Mataele gets rid of Sam Gilbert and the ball away to Fihaki. Lucas Casey looking to get over the ball from Gardner. Chapman using this win to their advantage. Canterbury just pegging Otago back deep toward their red zone, where they'll have a line out just outside of the 22.
Just getting some nice dominant carries, aren't they, right from set piece. Well and truly over the gain line of Punivai. Allows the forwards to get out of their scrum and get that momentum out a little bit wider again. Mataele.
It's outside the 22.
They win it through Tucker. Otago, Christian Leo-Willie running flat at the line again, getting them over the advantage line, as he's done so often through the season. Back it comes from Miller. Just steps the other way and hammers it as far as he can, holding up for Newstump. Fihaki, centre field for Shea Fihaki. There they come, quick hands. Canterbury again, keeping the ball alive beautifully. Sucked in the tackle, Liam Jack, as Chapman looks down the short side again. In the hands of Mataele. Manasa Mataele links up beautifully. Oh, Canterbury again! And Chapman scores their 5th try.
Oh, brilliantly executed there, really, from Canterbury. They just worked that short side nicely. Got a couple of nice punches here with the ball, and then the backs just had to fold a little bit round left. Cam Miller stranded off by himself, and it's an excellent ball hand. Mataele, he's into space, he's got pleasure, keeps the ball alive once again, and it was just a matter of time. Nice bit of support on that inside.
Just brilliant heads-up play, because they identified that they had an overlap already to this right-hand side. The power from Mataele again, he bumped off Gilbert beforehand, and the support play, the follow-up. This Canterbury team, not only are they strong and so good at their carry clean, but they're also so incredibly fit.
Oh, he's on song. What a difference it's made. That breeze behind him. And Canterbury have come to life big time in this second half. The try to Chapman, and more changes, Taylor.
Yeah, the first change for Canterbury, and what a change to make. Someone who has already won 3 NPC titles. That's him right there, Daniel Leonard-Brown, season number 12 for Canterbury. His last title, of course, back in 2017, and also a change for Otago. 2 changes. We've got Finn Hurley, he's exciting, he can break open a game. He replaces Broomfield, and also Benjamin Lopas on for Abraham Paulet.
Scored a beauty, Finn Hurley, in the semi-final. They'll need it from him again. Here, Otago, still plenty of time.
Ball was out, ball was out.
To get the feeling now, they'll need to be the next to score. They've got the ball. It's out just outside of the 22 to Money. There's Sam Gilbert. Looks to take them on. He's upright in the tackle, goes to ground. Leo-Willie wants his hands on it. Passes to Casey. Oh dear, almost intercepted. It's gone down, and it'll be a knock-on advantage for Canterbury.
It's all in the counter-up. No one secured that ball.
Looking to play the wood.
First.
Otago, perhaps the right idea, Mills, but just the accuracy slightly off.
Oh, and the pressure too, right? You know, they're behind on the scoreboard, and the desperation to try and make something happen.
Okay? I think he's just going for the ball and you come collateral.
Yeah, Daniel Leonard-Brown.
All right, guys, let's go. Bind up.
Was part of that 2017 squad.
Real good. Last few scrums.
Injured early in the season, of course.
Please.
Have a foot in both camps, having played 131 games for the Highlanders. Braydon Ennor part of the 2017 squad, so too Tom Christie, Ben Fennell Christie playing, of course, his first game for Canterbury in that 2017 final. And it's been a long time between drinks for them. 19 minutes away from number 15.
Okay, play the ball.
Well, Mataele again causing all sorts of headaches for Otago. On this right wing side, picked up from Gardner. Aggressive as always, Otago looking for a fetch.
Use it. No, it's not out.
Chapman goes skyward again. Nareki has Mataele on him. Well, those flying forward. Finn Hurley getting involved. McLeod makes the tackle on Leo Willie. Pledger as Miller clears it away for Gilbert. Wide pass to Thomas Umaga-Jensen into Fiaki. Sends the offload back as Liam Coltman will look to straighten the play. Ben Lopas swings it away for Hurley at first receiver. Beautiful pass! And Otago through Whanga are just 4 metres short. Pledger pops it away again. Here they come! Try scored!
Yeah, they come all right. It was absolutely needed. Finn Hurley, nice bit of work in the back three from Otago because it was from a kick. Jona, here's a break. Nice offload, and away they go. Whanga gets hounded down by Fiaki, done an excellent job. But this is where Pledger showed a bit of composure, knew there was understanding on that inside. There he is, nice body position, over he goes.
What an impact from the bench from Finn Hurley. He's missed the majority of the season, only played 20 minutes off the bench last week in the semi-final comeback, and then have another injection like that, and then Lopas as well. Here come Otago. They have found their voice again, and listen to the Otago cry around.
Miller into the breeze. No problems for Cameron Miller. Otago fans believe still plenty of time, and they bring it back to a 10-point game. Well, they call him the Spanish Stallion, Ben Lopas, his first try for Otago. And he brings them right back into this final.
Change for Canterbury. Gus Brown is on in the front row, replaces Seb Calder.
Jona Nareki, urgency from Otago. You can just sense. Rowan Wingham.
Taken back in. Taken back in.
Back it comes. Taken back the call. Cameron Miller.
Wingers on.
Sends it down as far as Fiaki. He runs it back, and Ben Lopas makes the tackle. Nothing doing, says James Dolman, despite cheers from the crowd. Chapman and Canterbury patient again, looking for a carry, one off. Just building their way in to this Otago half again. Newstub threads the ball through. They're just starting to play the territory game nicely here, Canterbury. Sends in, it's been pinched by Jack for Canterbury.
No, 4 out.
So the breakdown at line-out time earlier for Otago, now the steal. as they come away again. Dallas McLeod. They're going to break their way through again. Over the ball, Otago. Umaga-Jensen had a piece of it. Out Daniel Leonard Brown. Canterbury, Chapman pops it up again. Otago, tackle made, Stoddart. Going to edge their way inside the 22 again.
Not now.
Lopez told to leave. Now Christie. Umaga-Jensen gets his hands on it, but quickly cleared. It is for Gus Brown.
It's not out, guys. The foot's still there.
In the 18 jersey. Chapman just looking for someone to carry one off. He finds a willing recipient, and Liam Jack.
Use it!
Christie to carry again. Calls for Otago. Ring out to defend here. 15 minutes to play in the final. McAlister, he's already got one. Fiake. Gilbert trying to get his hands on it. Cleaning well, the red and black machine. Christie trying to punch a hole again. Daniel Leonard Brown, first receiver, makes some good ground. Here they come, Mataele again. He's been so dangerous at first receiver this time.
No!
Cutting away back on the angle.
The ball's still in. Body's over it.
Chapman screaming at players and support down the short side to come around the corner.
No touch. No touch.
Oh, a near thing there for Braydon Ennor. No touch the call. 20 phases for Canterbury. Like we saw in this part of the field from Otago in that first half. Tackling themselves to a standstill here. Tamani goes low, picked up and taken forward. Gardner again. Canterbury keeping it tight through Gus Brown. Christie, oh, he's well and truly put away. The Canterbury captain. McAlister's got his hands on it. Rowan Wingham goes in. Canterbury asking questions again. Offside Otago. Canterbury the advantage. Gardner close.
Anything there, Jackson, around lock on?
Louie Chapman looking for another.
No try. No try. It was lost forward.
Oh, so
Penalty,
close
17 is
again for
offside.
Louie Chapman. Taking a stab at the chalk, but James Dolman was playing the advantage. Otago taking a breath. Huge defensive effort, but it's Canterbury who have the penalty.
He made over 200 tackles, and it's all just a patience game here for Canterbury. They sit the right end of the field for Otago, muscling up off the line on defensive work.
Bit of movement down here, Taylor.
Yeah, two really big changes for this Canterbury team. I think impact players, if I've ever seen them. Torian Barnes comes on in the 20 jersey, replacing Liam Jack. I mean, Torian Barnes is #1 in dominant tackles, so that's just not a tough tackle. That is driving someone well back a couple metres. He's got 17 of those. And then Jona Rova comes on the field as well. He's won 9 turnovers this year, off the bench at that as well. So if you want to win ball, you bring someone like Jona Rova on. And then Canterbury, look, they've scored 17 tries off turnover ball, thanks to that man right there. So look, big changes for this Canterbury team. It's going to be an uphill battle for Otago, especially having to defend on their line. And Dallas McLeod getting a standing ovation from the crowd behind me.
Christie's going to have a go. The captain's close. Leonard Brown, he's close. Daniel Leonard Brown inches from the line. Canterbury, Otago defending desperately. At the feet of Hannah.
Barnes, #4.
Hannah, Otago offside again. Tom Christie again, looking to try and drive a way through. Brodie McAlister, just short. Gus Brown's got his hands on the ball. Brown! He's got the try! What a time to score your first try for Canterbury.
Oh, well done on there too, Gus Brown. I mentioned it before, it was just a matter of patience, keeping the ball in hand. Plenty of possession. They had another advantage. Now this is where they're all connected. Look at that, McAlister has a little wee crick. He's got some support, goes ever so close. Here he comes, Brown at the back of him. He's got Leonard Brown with him, and the drive over two. Great try.
Canterbury play a simple game, and that is carry clean. They're the best at it. They are clinical every single time. Doesn't matter if it's rain or shine. There's one thing you can guarantee. They're going to pick and go. They're going to carry clean, and they will score from it. Don't fix what's not broken, Mills.
Well, would you believe it? He's human after all. In the second half, Vihaki with that wind behind him curls it away. But that is a try. If they get home here, that will live long in the memory of Gus Brown. His first for Canterbury. And is that the one? It just makes it a bridge too far for Otago.
Change for Canterbury. Nick Hyde has replaced Brodie McAlister in this game at hooker.
Comes down, Johnny Rova. Can't hold up the ball for Canterbury, so Miller will have a go at the line himself. Cam Miller. It's a 15-point advantage for Canterbury. Otago, they're going to have to score 3 times in this final 10 minutes. Whanga frees the pass away. Pledger. Lopas, they're up very quickly. Canterbury. Here it is though for Gilbert. Lucas Casey spinning through New Stub. Christie looked to try and get his hand on it there for Pledger. Lopez, Torian Barnes making the tackle. Gilbert just spies a gap. Hole closed quickly by Tom Christie. Comes for Miller, looking to float the pass this time. Otago, some space on the edge. Whanga tries to free it through for Finn Hurley. And it's just come forward again, but those two off of the bench looking to combine again for Otago. Clock against them now.
Oh, they found some energy, haven't they, off that bench? They're not going to die wondering. Finn Hurley, we know how explosive he is. Just getting on that outside. Miller with that long pass. Just wanted to free those arms up.
You speak about impact from the bench. Well, they've made 2 more changes just to try and inject some energy into this game. It is not completely out of reach. We have seen bigger comebacks throughout the NPC season in 2025. Harry Taylor comes on, replaces Lucas Casey, who is getting plenty of cheers, and a change in the front row. Moana Takataka gets on the field and replaces Rowan Wingham.
Can they put some pressure on Otago at scrum time here? Another free kick.
It's too much weight, guys.
Straight away for Canterbury.
It's outside. But not outside. No, there's a mark's outside.
Finn Hurley for Whanga. Tuck them on. Josh Whanga, 10-metre line in Otago territory. Tucker. Held up by Gallagher.
Play, gets to his feet.
Managed to drive through the support as Pledger. What about a short side option? Plays it up instead to Lopez. He's had a storming game since he's come off the bench. Ben Lopez. Coltman lays it back quickly. Otago going to try and catch them napping on the blind here. Through he goes to Money. Oh, he tried to find Christian Leo Willie. Was there in support, but it just did not stick. as Punivai slams it as far as he can.
I'm not sure it was taken back or not.
But he will come back. Frustration on the face of Christian Leo Willie, trying everything Otago.
Oh, they are, aren't they? Just trying to find something off that ruck. You see there, well, just couldn't hold on to it. Canterbury actually zero rucking now. They're actually fanning out. That's what's creating that hole.
That one was clear, the weight transfer, but we stay down.
I think what's testament to Canterbury's defence is Otago in their last 4 games have scored more than 40 points. They've been kept well short of that in this game. It just goes to show that Canterbury have been so good at keeping them at bay, and you can hear the crowd cheering for Jamie Hanna because he takes a well-deserved seat on the bench, and Taylor Cahill, another exciting young 22-year-old, onto the field.
A lot of talk ahead of this game about the effect as Otago get the free kick of the absence of Sam Darry and George Bell for Canterbury, but to a man, they've been brilliant. As Otago will chase it now. Just over 5 to play here in Christchurch. Crowd still in voice for the Golden O. Pledger just to call a player in a little bit tighter to Money's there. And Leo Willie looks for a pick and a drive. Stoddard puts his hand up, as he's done all year. Lopas right in front of Canterbury sticks. There it is for Gilbert. Beautiful ball behind from Miller. Needs some support. There's for Pledger. Funga coming around, absolutely hammered Mataele. Otago looking to stretch them. Nareki. Ball loose along the ground, cleaned up Lopas. Coltman tries to get rid of the Canterbury defence. The turnover's good though, just a little bit isolated, and Tom Christie was there for Canterbury.
Gee, you're so good on that. Into play from Coltman. Lopez just got straight in there. The effort he had to come in. Bang, right on that ball, body position. Stayed up on his feet and got it back.
Number 1 in turnovers this entire competition. That makes turnover number 17, but big changes here. New 9 and 10 on the part for Canterbury. Chapman, new sub off, and Musake and Balworthy on.
Shun Miyake, a late inclusion on the bench for Canterbury, for James White. And now just a few minutes away, Canterbury.
Tackle!
From a 15th national title. Leo Willie. Nathan Hastie and Otago. Here, they've got an opportunity with overlap. Here it is for Nareki! Jona Nareki scores! And Otago, do they give themselves a sniff?
Well, this is the ability they have when they get a little bit more ball in hand. Just haven't had enough sets inside this 22. Otago, but they can certainly light it up.
That's what's been missing for them today, is the accuracy. And finally, they were a bit accurate with their passes, and they paid dividends with a try.
Oh, Hurley has kicked a beauty. 10-point game. Just over 2 to play. Are we in for a grandstand finish here in Christchurch? That try moves Jona Nareki past Jeff Wilson on Otago's all-time try-scoring list. Is there enough time for the blue and gold?
It's because you started to walk. Okay, I'm going to go time back on and we're ready to kick, okay? All right, time on.
Nareki sizes this one up in the 22. Leo Willie. Have to go 80 metres here, Otago. Very, very quickly, Miller. Jona Nareki spins the ball away. Oh, well controlled on the end. Whanga for Finn Hurley. He's going to try and turn Canterbury round. The ball sits up, though, for Miyaki. And they will have possession. And they're just over a minute away now. Otago the penalty.
First man.
Off goes Hasty. Can they split them, Otago? Finn Hurley. A valiant effort from Otago to try and come back, but the ball is on the side of Canterbury. Hurley wrapped up by Braydon Ennor. What a shift he's had.
Turnover's good.
Turnover by Otago.
Now release, Blue. Turnover's good.
Oh, it's still there for Canterbury. Just moments away now.
Use it!
Golworthy looks for Christie. Perhaps one last touch in a Canterbury jersey. The crowd will count it down. There's the hooter. And the penalty for Canterbury.
To be on your feet to play the ball. Goes through off feet and then plays the ball. Just back up, guys. Mark's there. That's fine.
Appropriately, Tom Christie sends it into touch. The Kings of New Zealand Rugby once more. Canterbury win their 15th crown.